Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video, and today I'm taking a look at the 11th Doctor issue 4. I'm assuming it's year 1 because it doesn't have anything significantly year 2 on the cover related. I adore this cover, by the way. It just looks so atmospheric and eerie, and for 11th Doctor era based story, very eerie and dark, which is kind of odd because a lot of his era is regarded as the fairy tale era. But yeah, it looks very Alien inspired, you know, with the, like, Alien on the ceiling and the Doctor and Alice not really knowing that it's there. I think her name's Alice. Anyway, I can't remember her name actually, which is not good. And I like how the Sonic's used as like a torch. It's very eerie and atmospheric. You've got the TARDIS there with the barcode, number 4, Titan Comics, who it's by, 11th Doctor still there, Doctor Who there, New Adventures with the 11th Doctor, this oil pastel-like motif, advertisement for a Marvel thingy-majig, Venom. Then you've got the 12th Doctor stuff, graphic novel thing. You've got a comic strip there. You've got another advertisement thing, another comic strip. Another advertisement thing, or thing just saying that you can, you know, download the comics you purchase on tablets. The next issue, which I've got that one, issue 5, and I've reviewed it on the channel, so if you want to go check that out, go on to my comic book reviews, on my Doctor Who comic book reviews, and then you should be able to try and find that. You've got a bit of bio on what's happening next, the alternative cover, when it's on sale and stuff. The cliffhanger of the blobby monster. Spoilers, sorry for that, but I adore the design of the blobby monster, can I just say. It is so awesome. I adore it. Like, it just looks so cool, and I love how, as well, in the actual context of the story, for the most part, it just has little dots as its speech, which I just love, adding to the sort of, you know, alienness. I actually found this guy not as insultingly bad as I thought he was gonna be, but I forgot to do this bit, which is usually what I do, but Alice Jones and this guy, who looks like Walter White, or is that just me? Kind of looks like Walter White from Breaking Bad, or is that just me? I've not actually seen that show, so I can't really. I know I've seen Walter White around and about on promotional imagery and stuff, but anyway, yeah, it's got the bios of the 3 main characters, excluding the Doctor for one reason or another. The previously, which I did read, which did help. Titan Comics website, Twitter and Facebook to contact them and give them hopefully good positive feedback. But yeah, the art style's kind of this JDD rushed sort of drawn stuff. I don't like this though. This just randomly is partway through the comic, which I don't like. I love the style of the flashbacks, and it reminds me of what Stephen Moffat probably tried to do with Clara originally, and give us some sort of backstory, which obviously backfired, and that, as usually, he is not very good at developing humanoid characters. But yeah, I adore this. Like, I love this sort of brownish sort of like old photography type style of colour that really makes you feel like it's like old photos, but it's actually memories. I really like this time vortex. Kind of looks quite more hippy-dippy, which kind of goes with the more rushed, hand-drawn sort of feel of a lot of the panels and stuff. I adore the conversation between Alice and, at least I think it's Alice. Alice and the 11th Doctor, because they go into this sort of very deep conversation, which I was not expecting when going into reading this, which is about the 11th Doctor and, you know, or just the Doctor generally, you know, why does he have companions, and are we just pets to him, and whatnot, and or are we just pets to you, and, You know, and I love this bit where where she's like, you know, because her mum used to say, you know, you can't just, you know, avoid your problems all the time, and then she even says that to the Doctor, and then he's like, well, it worked for me, you know, just travelling, you know, and I like that because it's very loosely, unfortunately, it's only like a little bit of a subplot in one or two of the episodes in Series 8, from what I remember. It's around and about Kill the Moon or Mummy on the Orient Express, but I can't fully remember which episode it's in, or if it's in both, loosely. But Clara and the 12th Doctor go on about whether or not the travelling with the Doctor is an addiction, and clearly it very much is for the 11th Doctor an addiction, or just the Doctor generally, you know, which makes sense more so with the 11th Doctor, or with his characterization of his character. You know, in this specific body, he is very manic and very, you know, just flamboyant, but because if, in my head, literally, if he just stops for any minute, he will just be overloaded with grief and depression, is how I see it, and so that's why he's zipping around and zooming around the TARDIS. Love this shot as well, or this panel. And I love that one as well, actually, like, the 11th Doctor just drawn magnificently there. Like, you know, just looks so Matt Smith-esque, but kind of cartoony, but looks so right as well, you know. You've also got this one where he's just sort of zombie-like flailing his arms, but with the controls, and, you know, again, sort of got wires here and there, and got this shot there, or this very atmospheric panel. Like, she's kind of getting ticked off with him, and he's just tinkering away on the TARDIS as usual. You know, it's elegant. It's a very deep, emotional sort of conversation, which again the show never really has touched upon, or has only touched upon in Series 8, and that never really went anywhere else in Series 8 or in Series 9, unfortunately. But I would really like it to for once be more of a thing, to see what would happen if, his companion sort of, you know, asked him, you know, how come you just don't stop, you know, just zooming around in the TARDIS. Again, this character is not as annoying as I thought, so that's always a plus side, as he's kind of the character who's supposed to be the humorous type character, or the comic relief even. And he's not as annoying. No one seems to be as annoying as I anticipated, you know, not as over the top, or, you know, everyone's a sort of a familiar character in the sense that Jones is, as I say, a comic relief type character, and this guy, he's a sort of, you know, militaristic grunt, and Alice is just your sort of, well, not your typical companion, but the companion role. So notes massively stand out here, but it all just works very effectively, which is nice, really, and refreshing. So yeah, if you're a big fan of the 11th Doctor, obviously it's a bit of a no-brainer that you should pick this one up. Thanks for watching, comment, rate, and subscribe.